And we'll start with Cooper Moorhead, Heat.com. Go ahead.
Hey, Caleb, maybe this isn't what you want to hear after a loss, but you did play really good defense on Steph, and he shot 3 of 17 tonight. I'm just curious as to what you thought went well defending him, but then also the Warriors, they were getting a few back cuts. Is that kind of flip side of giving Steph a lot of attention? Is that on the backside? Things guys can spring free.
Yeah, obviously Steph deals with stuff like that all the time, and their team deals with a bunch of attention on Steph. So like they know how to play to get open shots and to get other guys involved to make it harder for us to defend. So yeah, it's definitely tough. They're a tough team. They got a lot of options. They got a lot of guys who can score, a lot of guys who play with a lot of confidence. So it's a next man up mentality for them offensively. So, when one man was struggling a little bit, the next man steps up, and that's kind of what they did. So it's always tough to play guys like that. So we just got to figure out how to cover everybody.
And then on that note, what was the reaction when you saw Jimmy go down with the injury, and how did you think the team responded from there?
Same thing like I said. It's just next man up for us too as well. Obviously, never want to see Jimmy go down or anybody on our team, you know what I mean? So obviously that was a big blow for Jimmy to go out, especially at that time in the game too, when I really feel like that we were hitting a really good stride offensively and defensively on both ends. So, but I think we still played well, figured it out. We got a lot of new guys with us right now who are playing really good basketball, who are fitting right in. So I'm not mad about the way we played. Obviously, there's some hiccups that we wanted to clean up defensively. And obviously that's you're just gonna run into stuff like that playing with a new group. But I think we handled it very well, especially when Steph went down too. So just got to continue to watch film and get better.
Appreciate it, Caleb. Thank you.
All right, up next, Ira Winderman. Go ahead.
Caleb, you and I guess to a degree, PJ, are going to become case studies on what it's like to come back from an extended timeout and protocols. So can you sort of take us through the process, maybe what PJ went through also? And I want to be fair to the other guys when they come back. Should you expect guys who are basically been told to do nothing to be able to come back? What's that process like, Caleb?
It's not easy, obviously, especially whenever you get into a good group of playing and you go from playing every day and doing something every day to pretty much sitting at the house and doing nothing for a little over a week and sometimes longer. So it's definitely not easy. To just pick up where you kind of left off, but that's why they call us professionals. You just got to figure it out, and we're all kind of dealing with the same thing. Every player is kind of dealing with the same thing. So we're all just figuring it out at the same time and just learning how to roll with the punches.
Is there any cardio or working out you can do, or do they just tell you just get healthy and then we'll start over from point A?
I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure on how everything's handled. I know there's like different things in terms of where your score is at, in terms of if you're at the contagious stage or not. So obviously I'm not a scientist, so I can't answer all that. But for the most part, I know whenever you're not in the contagious stage anymore, you get to kind of ramp your body back up and get back on the court, or whatever it is that you can do, or go somewhere where you're not affecting anybody else, to where you can kind of get back into shape as best you can before you come back. But it's a quick turnaround, so it's not easy.
I know that looks like Max is cleared. Another guys very well could by Portland also. How nice it will be to see, as much as the new guys have done all that's been asked, how nice will it be get to see more and more familiar faces come in?
That's always good, man. Like I said, those guys have been coming in and fitting right in and playing really well. But obviously it's always tough whenever you have chemistry with guys and they just leave the lineup. So I didn't even know Max was clear, so that's obviously awesome news. So we're glad to have him back. I know he's been itching to get back, especially the way he's been playing lately too. So he'll have that shooting. He'll have that shooting like he always does when he comes in, and like you said, just having another familiar face and just kind of building that chemistry back up at the right time, and it will be important.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Caleb.